So this is a basic problem of analysis of a beam. Here the question is, analyze a beam of dimension 350 mm by 250 mm as shown in the figure. All supports are fixed supports and loading conditions are shown in figure itself. So we have a uniformly distributed load of 3 kilonewtons and 5 kilonewtons per meter, and again a 3 kilonewton per meter, and we have two point loads of 5 kilonewton and 7 kilonewtons. Here the total length of beam is 3 plus 5 plus 4, that is 12 meter. So let's get started. First of all, we will select a new project, planar project, because we only need one axis. Then we will give it some name, let's say beam underscore 1. Then we will select a proper length unit, that is meter, and proper force unit, that is kilonewton. We will select next. We will select add beam method and we will click on finish, and in this way we can get a grid. We will select a front view. Here is the grid of 10 units in x-axis and 10 units in y-axis. But after concentrating on our problem, we need 12 meter in x-axis. So in order to increase two grids again, we will use this window, that is snap node and beam window. We will click on edit and we will add two nodes like this, and now we have 12 grids, each of spacing 1 meter. We will click on OK. Now we'll have to add beams. First beam is of 3 meter length, second is of 5 meter length, that is total 8, and the last one is of 4. And in this way you can draw beam in StatPro. Here you can see your beam. Now once we have drawn our structure, the next job is to give it a property. As problem has stated, the dimension of the beam are 350 mm and 250 mm. So we will go in properties. We will define a new property. Let's assume it's a rectangle. Notice that here 350 is in mm, but now here the unit is meter as we have selected. Hence I'll enter the value as 0.35 and 0.25 meter. We will click on add either by going and clicking here, or you can simply tab enter. So once you have created this property, the next job will be to apply it to the beam. So we will select this beam cursor. We will select our beam completely by dragging method, and we will select this option assign to the selected beams. Clicking on assign, you can see all the three beams has been assigned as R1, R1 and R1. If you go here in the rendering mode, you can see your beam of size 350 mm by 250 mm. Once you have defined the property of the beams, the next is to apply the supports. Here clearly stated that all the supports are fixed supports. Hence we will create a new support, that is fixed one. We will click on add, and now first of all we will select a nodal cursor. We will select all the cursors, all the nodes. Notice that difference between beam cursor and nodal cursor is when you hover your mouse completely over the structure, only nodes will be selected in the node type of cursor. So once we have selected support 2 and we have selected all our nodes, we will click on assign to the selected nodes, assigning. Okay. Now we have did a second job, that is to assign a support. The next job will be to assign loads. First of all we will create a new load. We will go in load case details. We will add a new load. Let's assume that all the loads given in the problem are dead loads. So we will select a dead load, add, close. Then we will click on dead load. We will again click on add, and now here we will define all the loads. First of all we will define the point loads, that is 5 kilonewton and 7 kilonewton. Notice that all loads are going in the downward direction, that is in negative of the y direction. You can see here y axis. So first of all we will go in nodal load, because that 5 and 7 will be applied on nodes itself. So first load will be of -5. I'm sure you are getting why I am giving the -5 value in this box and why I'm giving it as a minus sign, because we want our load in y direction but in negative of the y direction. So click on add. I'll again add my second value, that is -7. I'll hit enter again. Next will be my member load. You can see first will be again -3 in global y direction, and notice there are three distances d1, d2, d3, but I want my UDL to be completely over the span, hence I'll keep all of them as 0 0 0. I'll click on add. Now I'll add my last load, that is -5, and again I'll click on add. In this way all of our loads has been created. Now once the load has been created, we will assign them. First of all we will go to our selection of the loading, that is f of y direction -5 kilonewton. Now I'll go to a node cursor and I'll select this node and I will assign this load here. Similarly I'll next select -7 kilonewton load and I'll select another node and I will apply it. Next is to apply -3 kilonewtons UDL. So here we have an UDL of -3 kilonewton for first 3 meters and last 4 meters. So you can do you can apply that load simultaneously. We will first select a beam cursor, we will select the first beam, then pressing control we will select our another beam. In this fashion you can select 2 beams at a time, then we will apply the given load, and in the last we will select the middle beam and we will apply the load of -5 kilonewton per meter. Assign. So in this way we have completed our drawing stuff, our procedure for entering the values of loads, then section and giving the type of the supports. Now we will analyze and print it. We don't want any prints, so we'll click on no print and we will click on add, and now finally we will analyze it. So you can see there are 0 errors, 1 warning and 0 notes. Notice that if you have 1 or more errors, your program will not run perfectly. You will have to go back to the all analysis mode and you will have to fix the problems. But as here are 0 errors, we can go to the post processing file. We will select the dead load, okay, and here you can get all the information needed regarding to the beams, nodes or the animation. We will see forces developed in the beam. Once you select a beam, the beam end forces and beam force details can be seen here. When you go in a graph, you can see the graphs of bending moment and shear force for each and every beam. You just click on beam and the all the graphs will be shown here. You can get animation as well for deflection or section displacement, but I don't think we will get any of those here because our load is very less. Finally you can get a report in a printing format for each and every topic you needed, like section or beams, or for loading cases. You can see if I click on beam here, okay, you can see primary conditions, that is dead load, and everything appears which can be printed easily. So this was our first video. Thank you guys.